Come chalk in the rain with me. Okay, we're not going to chalk in the rain, but I am going to be on the news this morning. And so they found a spot for me in the garage. A little bit of water was coming in, but nothing too drastic. So I got right to work, got my outline down. One thing I've learned recently about being on the news is you have maybe 1 hour, 2 hours tops to get your work done. So I'm always trying to think of ways of how can I make this faster and how can I get as much work done and create as much detail as possible by the time I'm on camera. And of course I want to make sure I'm done. And so this is like the chalk Olympics. Okay, so I was about to start on stitch when I noticed there's a lot more water creeping in than there was in the beginning, and the towel I had laid down was actually soaked, and it was just making me super nervous. So I walked around the garage a little bit because I didn't bring enough towels, and I found this bin that said dirty rags only. Like, perfect. So I found some of the larger ones and then shook them out so they weren't too dusty. And I don't know why I cared that they were dusty. They were going right back on the ground. But I shook them out and took my pile and then brought them back over and just started laying them up against the garage, and they did the job. They weren't pretty, but they definitely soaked up all that water and kept it from coming on the artwork. Okay, so after that unplanned intermission and my feet were dry, I was finally able to get started on stitch. So I put down as many base layers as I could quickly in all of the beautiful colors. I quickly finished up the rest of him, and it was time to be on camera.
Stitch with Tara and Stitch. Tell me about how you did this in 90 minutes. Some people might think you've been doing this for your entire life, Tara, but you haven't. This was a pandemic-born passion.
Yes, so in 2020.
Whew, okay, the interview is done. Nerves are out of the way, and now we got to open the garage while I packed up and headed on out. So whatever happens to Stitch, happens to Stitch. But it was fun to at least be indoors and give this one a whirl.